Thank you for joining me. This is Sicarius Dricus Plays Prehistoric Planet Pack number 22. And we are back here with our duplicants. So we are just about to complete the diamond press. So we're going to go over here. This research here, it only needs supercomputer research. So that should be done in a very quick, short amount of time. I think my next set of research is the data miner, which is going to cost me 400. So 410. But this is going to be our next set of research, so I can get the data miner, so I don't have to go to space for data anymore. What we need to have in our base is diamond, and we don't really have a lot of diamond at the moment. We don't really have a lot of plastic at the moment. It eventually will be worth it to go to another planet and do stuff, but we're not really trying to go to other planets at the moment. I noticed a small issue here, and I fixed it. This pipe was still connected, and I unconnected this so that this went back this way instead of coming over here. And then that allowed the loop to go again. This is all very, very hot. And as soon as these get fixed, they start breaking. But thankfully this one's not, but this one is whenever it gets fixed. And there's no good liquid right now in them. So we're just gonna let these overheat for a little bit. These are overheating already. We just made them. And that's because the water that's going into them is very hot. If it was colder water, then it would be that temperature. Or the difference in that temperature. So I think it's time to get rid of this. The other thing that I realized about this after I ended the episode is that I'm a complete idiot. Bonbon trees need light. Bonbon trees need a ton of light. They need lots of light. So we would have to go out here into space. Anyway, we would have to make sure that we're in space to run the bloom factory. So I don't really think that there's a whole lot I'm gonna be able to do with this bristle blossom. I'm sorry, it's not a bristle blossom. It's a bonbon tree. Double the dumb. And we're gonna leave this stuff broken, I think, for a minute. I think we need to go into here. Oh, well, we're kind of waiting for this. This is gonna cool everything off here. 7.4 cycles. We're not having problems with power at the moment. We're doing just fine. Of this big old blob of bleached stone that maybe should be put away. Alright, what's going on here? You're too hot. It's kind of our key to know whether we're too hot or not. Up here, we are just we filled one with diamond, so yeah, we got one with diamond. Oh, the next thing that we also need to do, yes, I just looked at my notes, is I'm going to cap this off, and we're going to turn this into a research station so that they can do research in this lab here. And I need steel, or I need something for it. Bunker tiles are the only thing that doesn't get destroyed. We have only a little bit of glass. And glass will get destroyed by meteor shower. So I'm not really certain how we're going to be able to beat the meteors if they come and decide they want to destroy our glass. Maybe 2 sets of glass. Yep, I'm not really certain. So what I am certain of is we need to build a telescope. And we need this telescope to be able, or to look around and find out all of the stuff that's going on in our nearby area. A dupe in a suit should be able to just get into that and it'll be fine, and it'll be 62 degrees. He'll be in a suit. I really want to build enough steel to close this off and get the back splashes looking nice. We might do some work here. Come on. And then some drywall. We'll just use the regular granite here. Insulated tile. Except not here. We're going to deconstruct this tile, and that way we'll have the tile here. We'll get our drywall back in here. We'll get somebody out here doing this telescoping. New printables are available, everybody. Spicy tofu. Yay! If you're watching this the day it came out, today is my birthday, and so I have decided to play my favorite game for my birthday. Okay, we need to zero that out, and then flip this. Boop, boop, boop. This will open up, and then they can get to this. Next big thing is we need petroleum, or we just happen to have a whole bunch of little grams of it everywhere here. They can't get to it because this melted. Awesome. I just realized that if we had something if we were doing something smart, we would be cooling off this water tank, and it would help cool the entire place. Okay, back up here. We need to work on diamond as well. Are we okay? Nope, building that one's gonna screw everything up. Yep, see, we'll look at the green. So we need a place. We need we need to expand this place here so that we have steam here, and 2, we need a place to give data bank or generate the data banks. While this is okay, he gets stressed, so we don't want to like constantly be doing that for him. Quick interior gander. Eco banks, plastic, we're good. Somebody needs to sweep these if they could. Oh, and I, of course, just turned everything into crew, so here, go take these. And unfortunately, I don't think I swept all of them. There you go. There we go. We'll just make them 9. Okay, big deal. Diamond. We have to focus on diamond here. And what is diamond? Diamond needs the diamond press, which we are really close to getting, and it needs radiation. We have radiation in the form of our wheezeworts here, and we just need to like move around our factories a little bit here so that this radiation goes away, and we use all this radiation for our diamond press. It might be great to do it over here where it's just latent cooling in a big area right by the radiation already. So let's design a place for our diamond press and radiation, because they're going to be in radiation. Here we go, diamond press. Not a lot of power, but it needs a lot of radbolts, and it's very tall. This has a lot of heat here. I really feel like putting it. We could put it here. We could put it over here now that this is open, and that's really close to them. Getting that. We also need to think about our refined carbon. You know, do you know that I'm actually seriously dumb for another reason that I can think of just now, and I'm not really dumb. I'm just joking. I'm not downing myself, my YouTube friends. But sometimes you have an idea and you're like, okay, well, this is a really dumb idea, but what do we have in here? We have a steam with excess heat, but not a lot of mass for that heat, right? So what we did is we turned these off because uh-oh, we made sour gas. We turned them off because there's not a lot of pressure in here because we're generating heat in here. But we're fixing water as it comes out. So maybe we, instead of turning this off, start generating water in here, or purifying water. It's gonna cool off super quick. This stuff is gonna melt. This stuff is gonna form blocks if I'm not careful. Nice, very nice. Okay, so we just need to pump more water. We just need to pump the water that is coming out here at 95 back in here instead of just turning it off. Oh man, sometimes I astound myself. So where do we push the water? If we do all of them, Okay, so this polluted water is not great. But right here we have an opportunity to drip it in here. And I actually see maybe another opportunity here. So what we would want is a liquid shutoff here for the we can actually control it here, but I don't want to because then the water would be just sitting here. We do have nope, we don't even have enough ceramic to stop that. Okay, so here, we're going to do this. If we're just going to leave a little bit of pressure here, and then here's where we're going to do that. Here's where we're going to do our liquid shutoff check. Right? A little bit of water hangs out right here. This water comes in here. It doesn't go into the room, so we don't have any transfer on the bridge, and then it comes into here. It needs to with something not granite. Otherwise, it might preheat. And then we need another bridge that's right here. Trim this up here. Very nice, very nice. Automation, this sensor here is now gonna just turn this on and off. We're gonna circumvent this. We're gonna circumvent that, and that way now the water that we're gonna pour out is gonna go into here. Yeah? That sour gas is not a gas I was hoping to have in my base. And it's just because of the steam is hot. Research complete. Yep. Okay, so I want them to build this first, and then while we're doing that, we will plan our radiation over here. That takes this far away from that. By the way, we're doing this research next. This is full. This can go off. I need to move that. This whole setup needs to move. Where's a good place for our research? I said down here. It might be. Yeah, wheezewort technology, huh? Ooh. Ooh, Lushiel. Ooh, an amber field. Wow, look at that. That's a piece of information we wanted to see. That's cool. You can get amber. Ooh, here we go to this one. Oh, what's also neat about that is Lushiel is literally like right here in between all this stuff. We got isosap, petroleum, and liquid sulfur. Pretty great. What we got here? Oh, he stopped. Okay, those got taken. I think you're good to go. We. I could go for a visit over there. What has it got? Oh, it's got a gold volcano and aluminum. Those two are excellent. Ocean, space, radioactive, no oil here. It's got pips and trees. I like pips and trees. I also like this gold and aluminum volcano here. An oxalite meteor shower? Oh yeah. It's just like that one that was in the last I played in the last playthrough I played. That one was a really lucrative base, man. Okay, come on. Can we get these any higher? I feel like I want to put a robo miner right here. I shouldn't have to. Put one in the hall just right here. You're almost done with this. Come on. Aw. Oh, your radiation sickness is still terrible? That's not great. I could put a tile right here. Do you have a tile that I can build something here? Oh, we can build a metal tile even? You could build a plastic tile even. Hey, build a tile right here. Hey, there we go. Overheat damage. Deconstruct that right now. Something hotter. That lets this run. Liquid pipe. And power. I guess we can deconstruct, or we can stop that. So we have this AND gate here. I think we're just going to bypass the AND gate for a second here and then see what happens with this. This turns off above. Send green signal below. That turns this on. That every other drop goes in there. That's not great. So instead of it doing this every other, it's going to come down like this. We're going to chop that just like that. Please do those quickly. Spigot Pup? No, I wish I could handle you, Spigot Pup. You could make me tallow, which would be oil. Come on, buddies. I'm not even really sure why I'm doing this in just regular piping. I think that's dumb. Although the rest of these are just injecting their heat in here too anyway. Alright. So this will go on as long as it's under, say, 20k, and we'll just make sure that it's 20. Oh, I said 0. And then this can be whatever 10k it is. Doesn't matter, we're going to get these two fixed. This definitely needs to get a temperature sensor here. I just wish I could flip it. It's okay. That way I can unshort circuit if I want it to. And we need this to be high priority. Do. Yeah, see look how small the steam we have is. Like this thermo sensor will definitely stop this from breaking. Where's our liquid? This is going down in here, so it is getting dripped. This is peeling it away. Oh, this is not good. This is not. We can fix that by just adding a knot sensor. So if this is green, then this is a knot. And that will stop this liquid from disappearing. We need to go find a source of liquid. Which seems to be on top of it. If you break this and remake it, we're going to drop a piece of dirt right here, unfortunately. Okay, well, that'll put some steam in there even though it's too cold. That'll let this thing run even though it's broken. This is probably needs to get its pressure fixed. Alright, we'll get this back to stable. No big deal. Especially once these things start doing their thing. Oh, okay, well, we obviously need to make them out of something better than shale. Because it's super hot in here. And then additionally, we need to make some granite because we're going to do some temperature exchange with down below. Uh-huh. Gotta go fix it now. That is a refinement, my friend. Uh, Yay! Let's just do like gold. Like this is baiting the dragon to do both iron. Nickel ore can remain nickel ore. Copper ore can remain copper ore. Very nice. Okay, this tank is full and gross. We need to get Diamond out of here. Why am I not working on Diamond? I guess one right here might be fine. I could also just put a collector here. See, there's a good spot for a collector here. Another thing is that we could do a bounce and not turn this off. But I don't have Drecos for phosphorite. Like, how would it bounce? It'd have to like come up here and like to this where this light is, and then maybe across. No, that wouldn't work really well. See how crappy this is? Set yourself up for failure. Alright, we're just gonna make this room right here. This room right here is gonna be good for that, because it's on the power spine, and we'll just use this room here. So they'll just run through this room. We'll set up some insulated tile. We got phosphorite right here too. And then we'll put the radiation like just this way, or maybe we'll just put it up here in the sky. We have pips. Oh, that's true. That's very true. We have pips, so... Come grab all that. And the reason it's 9, because I want you guys to be here. Like, I don't want to be sitting here for millions of hours. I want to be playing. They can just get it done super fast for me. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to open up a big old spot here, and then I think we're just going to do the radiation just from above down into it. Ooh, new printables. Seeds. This is a refinement here. Diamond press. We'll put it like right here, closer the better to the wall. And then how about this one, this tile right here? So here's my idea. It's going to look like this. It's going to look like we're going to do 3 natural tiles. And then 1 farm tile. 3 natural here and a farm tile. Okay, so I don't know if you've ever met this trick, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna make some tiles like the super easy way. So we're gonna hook this up. Okay, so what that's gonna do is it's gonna do a dollop of glass and into these, and we're gonna get our wheezeworts in here, or we're gonna put wheezeworts in here with pips. So the next thing that we can do in furniture here is we can build ceiling trim without actually ever building it. Maybe I shouldn't have deconstructed that tile here. Everything seems fine. Doop, 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 doo. Might as well mop this up because we don't want any duplicants getting torched. All right. So we got our diamond in here. We're gonna do one thing of molten glass here. It's gonna make this teeny amount of molten glass. And that's gonna dump normal glass or liquid glass into these hydroponic farms. I think we need if it's full, don't launch this. Yeah, sends a green signal when it's full. So we need to set this to not. So you see those are traveling up and now they're in that one, or in their one little spot, right? So we got molten glass in here. So now we can deconstruct these. Yeah, that's nickel. Bam, bam, bam. Glass tiles. It's sick. Oh, someone got incapacitated. Oh, that's horrible news. Did it land? Yes, it landed. Sweet. Oh man, I didn't actually launch it. Thank goodness. Somebody can fix that guy. Fix him. But we have 2 yellow alerts, and the other yellow alert is that I wanted to make a bit of glass, and that can change. Is Eduardo being helped? Heck yeah. Go, duplicants. Look how fast he's going. I'm sorry, buddy. That was my bad. Go have a break. Okay, so now we got these. We got wheezeworts. So let's get some wheezeworts put right here. And I don't need to be doing that for every single one. Wheeze. Huh? Oh, it's just wort seed. Okay. We got another one right here. We're going to relocate that one right here as well. And then we got another one right there. Let's relocate that right here. Let's get them to relocate that, and let's go find a pip. I know I have one of you. I see you. Doop, doop, doop. Yeah, so you see how this build is coming together. So now in our radiation here, we got our radbolt generator, and just that here, that here. What can you do but plant? Yes, there you go. Here's the next one. Oh, I guess we should probably power those. We'll do that off the same spine here. I have an addition called Pit Planter, so I can see the if I can plant there or not. Very nice. Unfortunately, because of the rules of pit planting, I can't plant another one. I can't plant another one here. I would have to plant it 3 away. So 1, 2, 3. I guess I could make a glass tile right here, but then it wouldn't be as much. So why not just have one wheezewort with that you pay the cost for? Come on, buddy. We're also looking for one more wheezewort, so we need to go over here and pluck a wheezewort. I think I'm going to grab this one. Come on, buddy. All right, so he plucked it. Let's move it over. We'll relocate it to right here. Make him more likely to do it. Fix this to here and this to here. We'll set our radbolts to 500. He planted that one, so now we can cancel this and put in the last wheezewort. Boom, there we go. So if we really want to kick this off, we could in fact plant another set right here, and that might be far enough that he might allow us to plant. Temperature high, huh? You're fine. You're just gonna chill right here. So when this thing can store 2,000 radbolts, these guys are gonna shoot 5k or 500 Gs. It's only gonna grab 100 a cycle. That means it's gonna take how much does it take to use one operation? Is 1,000 radbolts, so it's gonna take 10 days to make one of these. Why am I gathering so little? Is that the case here? Yeah. So the only response I have is that I'm going to have to... It's going to take 10 cycles for one shot of that. And it also takes refined carbon. Do we have a bunch of refined carbon? We have a bit of refined carbon, but not a whole lot. So we need to convert peat to refined carbon, and we need a heat source to do that in. Sand, water, sand, water. Got more melting. I guess we really should dump in a bunch of glass in here. There's gunk right here I might be able to mop up. Let's see if there's any other gunky stuff I can have a mop, right? Very nice. Anywhere else I can make drink some gunk. Problem is we're not generating very much because we're one of our duplicants is out in space. If we take this and we put this under here so that it could be right here, and then put these 4 in a line just like I did here. So no more than 2 plants, 6 left, 6 down. So there's a plant right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it'd have to be on this level that we had more plants. That doesn't sound right. Another thing we can do is we could also plant some over here and then shoot that as well. But we have plants over here, so we need to be careful about that. So maybe we come in here and knock these plants out and then do another one of these tricks and just keep launching these guys into here. Like, this is free. This is free wheezewort. It's these that are expensive in power. So you've collected 100 radbolts in one cycle. 143. Yeah, let's try it. Let's do another setup right here for that. So we'll dig this out a bit. Unfortunately, this is too hard, so we're also gonna need to do the glass trick again. Okay, so we want our radbolt middle. So to send it left and right, the trick is to do something like this. I want to get it just far enough away that we're not gonna cook our dupe. We want him out of the light, right? So I made that perfectly so that he's not in the light. Okay, so it's gonna be right here. And our hydroponic farms we're gonna put right here. Regular farm here. Oh, that's not right. I did something wrong here. I also need to make sure that he can't get in, or he can't jump off that. So we need Mr. Pip not to be able to jump off that. And then back over here to plumbing. Boop. And then you're gonna make yourself stuck, so you need that. I think we need to kill these. Okay, one more time with that automation. It's gonna look like the radbolt generator is gonna be here looking down, here looking up. It can't be here looking up. What's the best way for this? The generation should be the main thing. The generation should be right here. I understand that costs me. Alrighty, Mr. Pip, we're gonna move you on over. You're gonna look this way, you're gonna look that way, you need to look down, 500 radbolts. You also need to look down, 500 radbolts. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, and then we need to generate one molten glass here. Oop. Sweep that up. Research is complete. Great. We can do the cartographic module. That's because they were all playing on here. So now we should have molten glass in each one of these, and we're gonna deconstruct right now. Yeah, buddy. Planner tool. Yay! What happened to the pip? Wheezeworts. So we don't have any, so we need to go on a quest. I think we're gonna take the ones from here. We'll get all these things wrangled up here and uprooted, and very nice. Approved. Approved. Wrangle dangle. You were also wrangle dangled. Do I have enough for a critter combo? I do. That's where that's going. Over here, I really feel like I should have some storage bins that contain like steel and the ingredients so I can just run back and forth. They also need a light right here. So that they can work faster. Well, that's messy. Wart. There's 4. Or was the 4th? Right here. New printables are available. Yay! That might be it for this. Oh, fried mushroom. Someone's going to get some free fried mushroom in there. I'm going to put diamond in this tile right here. And then probably refined carbon in this tile right here. Whatever you were doing before, I want that there, because he might not be living long. Pip okay, yes? Pip okay. Hop, 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 hop. You can even get to that one. Grab them all, friends. There's another one. So these need to turn off as well. We need to make sure that they have that same automation. But the other thing is in here, or in our research, we could, in theory, just get like a radbolt storage, move all this stuff over to the corner, and have radbolt storage there. We've got one more relocate we need. This is about to go. Did this go already? Okay, so we need diamond here. And then, and not 9, but like 7. And refined carbon needs to be 9 here. Oh, buddy. Uproot. I blame only myself for that, my bad. I should be trimming you. And you couldn't actually place it. What? Illegal build. Thank you, Pip, for demonstrating illegal builds. Alright, now he'll do his trick. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Oh. Still okay? One quick check. Yep, still okay. So this should half the amount of cycles that we're going to need. Oh, I could have put... Oh, nope, no, I could not. I was thinking maybe I could put it up here and bounce it diagonally. Put it here. No, it still doesn't let it go. Am I in the right spot here? Is this the best spot? Technically, one more up is a better spot for radiation. Just barely. Do your thing, Mr. Pip. Heck yeah. And see, now the Pip thing will say, oh, nope, there's something right. There's too many plants in the way. We're gonna save Mr. Pip. We're gonna relocate him just, somewhere else. On the ground. Oh, look at that. Storing 999 bolts. We don't want him walking this way, so we're going to deconstruct these two now. And then we'll just give him just enough boost so that he can go 4 up. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So right here. And also we'll deconstruct that. So just enough to where they can hop in here, but without actually getting annihilated by radiation. That's pretty hot. But our friend stays completely safe from radiation most of the time. this puts somebody right in the path. I'm not really a fan of that. We'll just leave it right here. We'll put right here is fine. And then these plants don't need to actually see, like, we don't need to see these here, so we can put, as long as we can reach this tile right here. Which he can't, I don't think he can do here, but he has to be here. And these are just going to be boxes of cold. They'll just do it from below. Right? There's not a lot of rads right here, so if he does it from right here. And then like 7 on that particular one. It doesn't help with any more radbolts, but it'll keep the ambient temperature or the ambient radbolts a little bit out of the way. Yeah, something like that. Great. But we still haven't made any diamond yet. Stress is killing me, guys. Get to me. Maybe we just have this one to 100. I don't know. We're gonna be losing more radbolts the more shots we do. So that should make one amount of it. Something I want to do is I also want to turn these off with a smart battery. So if the smart battery says, hey, we're not doing great on automation, we also need to turn that off. How am I going to do that? This is the out. This is the in. This needs to go here, but I don't think we can build up that high. Yep. Out, in. So here we will need to build a ladder system. Unreachable? Yep. Oh, they made diamond. They made diamond. Does that mean that we have a rocket that is completely... Oh, no. What happened? Did we only make 100 diamond? I think we maybe made only 100 diamond. That's how slow this process is. Come on. So in 30 cycles, I will have enough diamond for this. And although it'll be more like 15 cycles because now I have the power of 2 wheezewort collectors. You know what's sad is that if I were to do the same trick, but I were to do it into space, like, look at the radiation in space. Well, there's only 125. I was thinking lumens. Yeah, lumens is not that. Lumens is not this ball of light right here. It looks like our oxygen's getting pretty thin. What's going on over here? This is full. Well, pressurize the entire base. I don't... Just always get rid of whatever you're doing. This one seems to be pressured. Pressure. Oh, well, I guess I could do it this way. That'll help pressurize here. This doesn't look like it's getting very far. Oh, this needs to get closed. We need a door here. Putting weird gases everywhere. Final new... Oh, a mammoth? A mammoth. A mammoth, though. We don't have any of this. Okay, well... Good luck right here. We'll just leave him wild. All right, thank you, everybody. I think I'm done for right now, and our Jurassic Park is growing, and we are going to eventually start making diamond here. That little blade right here kind of bugs me. Plants have died. That Megaphron probably died because the temperature in here is way too warm, because we haven't fixed any more, because we need to get more gunk. And now that this is running appropriately, I think we've even... this even ran. Yeah, this is running right now. So we probably should fix this. Yeah, very nice. Okay, well, that'll fix that, and then these all want phosphorite. I think we're gonna like deconstruct half of the buildings of them, because we're running out of phosphorite. I actually think that we may even be out of phosphorite. 5 tons, and these guys are just eating the phosphorite. So just 2. You need to get relocated somewhere else. You're gonna cause me problems. Sorry, I said I was gonna go away, but I just keep coming back to this. Yay! So the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna kick this up a notch and try and make it faster, or we're gonna figure something out for this. Again, these processes are really slow, and we could be doing better. Like, if I made a nuclear reactor, that'd be up in the 10 or 20,000s, and then we could generate tons of power and tons of that stuff, but that would be a huge build, right? So we can't exactly do that. We can do small builds when appropriate. The next episode, I'm sure that we're going to see this cone go, and we need to set this room up here for steam, so that the steam can come in and come down and do that. So that's what we're going to work on there. Finally, we will be close enough to launch one of these things, and then the inputs of these I'm just going to dump into this hot room here, or like in the case of the hydrogen and oxygen, we're going to put them in their own cold rooms here in their vacuum and use their use their chill. Okay, sorry this was a little long. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.